Hey man, it's been a while since my last video. I'm still alive, I'm still doing well, I'm still around here living life and trying to get after it every single day. Today I wanted to talk about something which I think all of us have thought about at some point, but we never really materialized it, we never really vocalized it in a way that would make it obvious to all of us, right? Think about people that smoke. Think about people that drink. Think about people that do any kind of other self-destructive behavior, whether it's masturbating or playing video games a lot and wasting your life away and doing drugs, having a shit relationship with your family, and just essentially doing things that will inevitably impact you and impact the people around you. What I want to say about those people that engage in this sort of behavior knowingly, right? So people that you've heard about that smoke, that drink, in a very abusive manner that just ruins their health and makes them a liability to themselves and to the people around them that love them. Those people, they are so selfish. When you think about it, what kind of individual would ruin their health and say, "Oh, it's my life, bro. I can do whatever the hell I want." Okay, you can do whatever you want, sure. But as I've said in many times in other videos before, what about the people that care about you, man? What about the people that love you? What about your parents? After you smoke for like 10 years straight and you smoke abusively like a lot and you fucking ruin your health. You drink a lot, you spend time with the wrong people, you do all of this, and you end up in such a shit situation in your life, where your health is so deteriorated that it's so hard to get it back to where it was. And soon enough, you're going to become a liability to your parents, to your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, people that genuinely care about you, your friends. You're going to be that guy, that during a fight, a battle, he gets shot in a very stupid way, or he gets like, doesn't even get shot, like on the way towards the battle, he just ends up like tripping over something on the trail and he ends up like messing up his leg, right? And now his team, because they're part of his team, and it's like they love that guy, he's part of their team, he's part of that brotherhood. Shit, well, they're gonna have to carry him all the way now. He's gonna be a liability to everybody. When you take it that way and you think about it that way, that person that tripped and ended up being a liability, he's gonna feel shitty about it. He's gonna feel bad about the fact that, he's ended up making the jobs of his comrades so much harder because now they have to care for him because he knows that they're not gonna let him go. Even if he says, just let me go, just let me sit here in this corner and you guys fight the fight. Well, you're gonna be one man down, first of all, and the close brotherhood and tight knit of those people is not going to allow them to make the decision. They're gonna die with that guy there. They're not gonna ever be able to retreat and let him be captured by the enemy, right? That's a very specific situation. But let's put that in a more general, I don't know what you want to call it, in a more general situation, right? What do you have? You have people smoking, you have people drinking, you have people wasting their lives doing all kinds of shitty things, eating shit food. I'm going to limit this mostly to like physical health here because I mean mental health can also apply because if you don't have good mental health or good physical health, you're going to be a liability, right? You're not going to be able to function properly. You're always going to need to have people around you trying to help you out because you're not going to be able to do things by yourself, right? If you are like, if you actually know what you're doing is wrong, if you know like shit, I shouldn't be smoking, man. Like I'm actually just making things harder, like I'm ruining my health. Then why the fuck are you doing it? Don't you know that at some point you are going to drop, your body's gonna fail, And then you're gonna have all the people around you that love you. They're gonna have to fucking slave away for you. So you can just apply that to a lot of things, man. And it's just something that I feel so strongly about. Come on, man. Like, if you genuinely have people that you love and people that love you, man, why would you be so fucking selfish as to just do things that would end up inevitably putting him in a bad position where they're gonna have to constantly be on the lookout for you, where they're gonna have to constantly care for you like you're a newborn kid or you're like a toddler or something. Like, shouldn't you just be ashamed of the fact that you let yourself become that? You know, when you have the potential to be so much more, to be so much better, and you just let yourself become a liability to the people that you love. Like, that's such a selfish thing to do. And only pricks do that. You know, people that, like, they fully understand, or more or less they understand, like, the consequences of their actions, but they still go ahead with it. Like, you know what? It's my life or something. You know, they try to rationalize it in their minds, be like, you know, it's my life. I can do whatever the hell I want with it. What about the lives of the people that are interconnected with yours, man? Because you're not living alone in a cabin in the woods, right? If it were you and the wolves and a polar bear, I wouldn't give a crap. Like, I wouldn't care. You can do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. You just go kill yourself. Go burn yourself out. I don't care. Smoke all the weed you want. Smoke whatever you want. Eat whatever you want. Be as a shitty human being to yourself as you would like. But when you have people around you that genuinely care about you, that genuinely give a fuck about you, and you're doing all of this, ruining yourself, and having to put a burden on them as if their lives aren't already so burdened. Because we're all human beings. We all have things that are not going great for us. We all have so many aspects that are not going great for us because life isn't perfect. So why are you being a burden to them? You know, and so many people, they would take this the wrong way and be like, you know, I should just kill myself then. Like, I'm a burden to everyone else. I'm a burden to everything. I should kill myself. No, you shouldn't do that. What you should do instead is you should try to be a blessing to those people. Instead of being a burden, be a blessing. Get your life together. Get your shit together. And be a blessing to the people that you love. Take off a little bit of their burden from them. Like, I think that's the ultimate goal that we should all strive for, is we should strive to be a blessing to other people and lighten their burden a little bit. Just take something off their backs. But no. We gotta take this the wrong way and be like, you know what? I should either kill myself or I should be ignorant. Why don't we just see the big picture here? Why don't we just have some fucking empathy for once? Stop being so selfish. And just think about taking some of that burden away from those people that we love and that love us. And there will be people out there that will probably already have understood this message, right? They have come to this conclusion already. Just know that you don't have to take their entire burden away. Just know that you don't have to dedicate your life to taking those people's burden away. As much as we'd all love to just see the people that we love as happy and as stress-free and as light as we can see them, that's not going to happen. We have to still live for ourselves, more or less, right? We have to dedicate. How about we think about it this way? You know, we dedicate 25% of our time to helping other people, to making their lives easier and better, and we dedicate the other 75% of our time to our own lives. You know, and if you really feel like you've got your stuff together, you've got your room cleaned up and your life put together, amazing. Then you can you can start adding up to that 25%, you know, and make it 50% of the time you're ending up helping other people, and 50% of the time you're ending up helping yourself. But it's never 100% one thing or the other. No, there's always like a weird balance between those two things. But there's got to be a balance. There's got to be a fucking balance, man. And I think the best that we can do, the people that have already come to this conclusion, is try to help other people come to this conclusion as well. Because, if you just tell them, bro, smoking or drinking is going to ruin your health, or eating shit food is going to ruin your health, and you're going to be a liability and whatever, that's something. But when you tell them, hey, bro, think about the people that you love. You really want to see them 10 years from now having to sit in a hospital with you all day because they're treating you from lung cancer or liver failure or kidney failure or something. Or because you're like depressed all day and you cannot even fucking stand up properly in the morning, and they have to always care for you, and they're living more than half of their life for you. When we all have things that we would rather do than fucking care for some prick out there that's too selfish to care for themselves. Come on, man. Like, we have to make people understand that. Like, come on. If you really, you could go to somebody that you really care about and just tell them, look, man, if you really love me, then you're gonna fucking quit this. You're gonna quit whatever stupid shit you're doing, because if you really love me, then you wouldn't want to put me through the fucking misery of having to deal with this for you because of your actions that you willingly took up. Thinking, oh, this guy that really loves me, I'm gonna let him take care of it. I don't care. I don't care. Or you don't even like think about it at all. How about we put this into the equation first before we start making any decisions, any lifestyle decisions that would affect our health in any way, affect our ability to be who we are in the most healthiest way. Yeah. That's what I had to say for now. I'm not going to make this any longer than it has to be. I hope that you've gained some value from this, and it's good to talk to you guys again. Love you all. Have a nice day.